My name's Melissa. I'm Vice President of METRA, and I'm excited to go to this march, to march for higher education with other students, and I think this will be a good experience.
Good evening, everybody, Oxnard College students. My name is John Garcia, President of Sociology Club. The reason why I'm here is because I want to support my school, and also I think it's very important to be involved in the process. March in March, which is an annual community college event for higher education, advocacy, and students' rights. I'm looking forward to marching to the Capitol and even meeting some of our representatives from the state. And I'm just very proud and happy to be able to come with my fellow students. Thank you.
Hi. Hi there. My name is Nicholas Correa, and as a president of Theater Club, I'm here to speak on behalf of the club about the March in March. This march is in order for us, the students, to have a say as to how student budgets are going to be presented this year, and how the classes are going to be formed, and how pretty much how we'll be able to have a hand in what classes are taught within our colleges.
Cool stuff.
No, just kidding. Is everybody in charge of
I'm like right in the middle of the ice.
Excuse me. Do you have internet on the bus? No. Part it down.
There's no traffic.
Thank you.
Alright, everybody, putting our stuff and getting on board real quick. Anything that you can't, like,
Oh, he's up there.
be like, fit your feet, you want to put in here. There's not a whole lot of upper space. Maybe just maybe purses up there, stuff like that, blankets, pillows, that kind of stuff. But anything that's like big and bulky probably isn't going to go, and if it is, it's going to need to go down by your feet. So keep that in mind. I'm sitting on all my stuff, so go ahead, put in your stuff, whatever you want in there. You may or may not get it back. I'm just kidding. I'll get it back. So that we can have stuff, okay? So think about that.
Can you hold the signs? They're folding. Yeah.
And okay, John first. All right, Dan, John, here's $1.
Tony D.
Ándale, ándale.
Thank you. Oh.
I believe that.
Okay, we better.
It's like, dang.
It's time for the Harlem Shuffle.
Huh? For the Harlem Shuffle?
I just made a video. Adventurous.
Scary. What kind of scary?
Anybody here from Moore Park College?
Any Moore Park College students?
Yeah.
Negative. All right, scary it is.
What's the movie?
Well, you'll have to find out along with everyone else.
Good enough.
I got two pretty scary ones.
Is it Inception?
No.
Is it like gory scary?
It's gonna be like Saw 9.
Saw 9.
I'm just kidding. No, I haven't seen any of those movies.
You haven't saw it.
No.
I don't want to have a nightmare.
Oh, well, see, that can't be guaranteed.
That looks actually great.
Tony D, you brought your mom?
Back here by 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9 o'clock, okay? So everybody kind of pull around this way and help get behind the banners. Yeah. I'm sorry? Okay, that's why we're going to get moving on that, yeah. Because you have enough time to go over there, get something, and bring it back. You don't have time to stay there. Yeah, get people behind the banner, and then we're going to take some photos.
Is that how it's show people in the front and tell people in the back?
Have a sign? Valley College! Grafton! Oh, y'all suck! You're supposed to be waking up those legislators fighting for your education!
Two, three.
It's Debbie Guzman. I am the ASG president for Oxnard College. We're here in March in Sacramento. We're going to go ahead and start marching at 10 o'clock in the morning, so in like an hour or so. What we're doing here is because this year's march is dedicated to higher education, rebuilding higher education. Why is that needed today? Because a lot of changes are happening this coming year, and they need to be aware that we as students are not happy with them. We as students are willing to make a change, and we students are willing to go ahead and take a stand. And this is why we're here today. We're here to take a stand, to let them know that we're not comfortable with their changes, we're not comfortable with what they're doing to our school system. We're going to be here until they're able to accommodate us to what we want and what we should get. If you're interested in coming here again next year, I will definitely be here. You could give me a call at 805-263-9250 or email me at Debbie.Guzman1@gmail.com. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so coming up, our next biggest event are the elections. Go ahead and be ready for them. We're going to be starting in April campaigning, so please vote for the best president that you can find out there. Get involved, be a part of ASG, be a part of this. Get to know your legislators, get to know what's going on around you really in your education system. You are the difference, you can make it, so please get involved.
Hello, my name is Sergio.
Can you tell me what this is all about?
This around you, as you can see, is the March in March, an annual event put on by students of the community college system, the CSU system, and the UC system as a demonstration to show that we are against budget cuts and against cutting programs, and to show that we are paying attention to everything going on in the legislation. We're here with students from 3 campuses of the Ventura County District, and we hope to meet with some legislators and talk to them about our needs and what our future students need as well. That is all.
Sarah Cox. I'm from Ventura College, and I'm really happy to see all the students come together and fight for our education. I think it's really unfortunate that we have to choose our majors based on what's going to make us the most money so we can pay back all of our loans. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to see all the students show their support for this event. It's great.
Anna Gaines, I am Associate Librarian at Ventura College, and I'm here as a faculty advisor, and I'm glad that I could make sure that the students could come here and make their voices heard. I think it's really important that they are allowed to be advocates for their own education.
I know.
Sure.
Hey, I'm Sarah Jimenez, and I'm here in the march in March, waiting for the march to start, and we're here to support our colleges with the budgets to stop the budget cuts because we need money. So yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Bye.
You should have came as Corey. No way. I am not being Corey.
I need a better horn. They're shy, they don't know me. I don't ball, I promise. Only from my education.
I got your call, right? Okay, good.
Emily, can I plug him in DSPS, please? We need to. If you aren't volunteering, then I would want you to stay at this second.
Okay, they told me to come ahead.
to fight for an affordable, accessible, and quality UC education. And more barriers placed in the way of students receiving our education. So once again, we are here mobilizing our students to remind the legislature of the impact of their choices. Students are here today to remind the legislature that students come out to vote in higher numbers than ever in 2012 and pass Prop 30 to reinvest in schools. We passed Prop 30 to reinvest in schools, not jails or prisons. We're here today to remind them that oil companies in the state still don't pay their fair share in taxes, and Prop 13 allows corporations to avoid contributing billions of dollars to support schools and universities. And we're here to remind them that if they do not do the right thing, we're going to be back here at the Capitol and in the district all over the state, not just in the march, but every week if we have to. This is our state, and the Capitol is our house. UC, CSU, and community college students continue to be united in this struggle. Students are in solidarity and are fighting for a state that prioritizes people rather than profits and prisons. Are y'all with me?
Thank you very much. Thank you. It is great to be here. It is great to see everybody here united for one cause. It's simple. We have a very, 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 very simple message. Last November, you did what was not expected. You were the marginal victory for the passage of Prop 30. If it wasn't for you, we would not be here. We would still be cutting education. Now we're here to reinvest. We're here to change the landscape. You were the margin of victory. You bailed them out. You bailed them out. We did it again. Our system of public higher education is too big to fail. We should not be here marching to get more money. We should be marching to get our education, graduating, access, quality affordable education for everybody, of every color. It is not fair. So I'm going to tell you here, it's loud and simple. Loud and simple. Keep it up. We need to engage every time, every election. We need you here lobbying for every bill that supports students. Anything that does not have a stamp that says students, you call them. Make sure that they hear your voices. You make sure that they hear from you that says, I voted for Prop 30. I voted for the CSU, for the community college, for the UCs. I'm a higher education voter. I care about my country, I care about my state, and I care about my future. It's time that we keep the doors of our once again. And I'm here to proudly present one of my good friends, Daniel Thomas Clark.
Good afternoon, students. How are we doing today? You know, it's funny what a year can do. Last year we marched down that street, we chanted our chants, and we held up our posters. This year we marched down that street, we chanted our chants, we held up our posters, but something's different. This year, we are empowered leaders, making changes in our communities. Our journey writes the story that my good friend Jawanda Hobson once told me. They chain elephants to the ground as babies, and as they struggle, and as they struggle, and as they struggle, they can't release those bonds. And as they get older, and as they get bigger, and as they get stronger, they cannot release those bonds. Not because they can't,
is because they don't. I'm happy to say it, I'm proud to say that last year's students, we broke the chain. We collectively as leaders, we registered students to vote. We were on the cover of New York Times, we made CNN, and we proved the pundits wrong. Students, realize this, you are the reason why California is operating at a surplus for the first time in years. But let it be known and let me be clear, I'm not here to talk to you about what you've done, I'm here to talk to you about what we're going to do. Our journey, it's far from over. Students, when you're speaking today to your leaders, ensure them that they are voting for students, or else we will unseat them. Remind them to fund our colleges beyond Prop 30, because that is not enough. And if they don't, we will find policymakers who will. When you make your legislation visits, remind them to help us rebuild our higher education system in accordance with the master plan. And kindly remind them that these policymakers do not put education first. Remind them that there are other politicians who did, and they're walking into work today. The ones who didn't, we voted them out, and they're looking for jobs in the classifieds. Oh, and politicians here in the crowd, here in the stage, the ones in the building. These words, they are not threats. They are reminders that a sleeping giant has awakened, and we will no longer allow the burden of higher education system to place on our parents. In closing, I want to remind you all that the March and March is not the only way to stay heavily involved. It's not enough to come here and stand on these steps and chant. It's not enough to spend one day out of 365 days engaged with your politicians. That needs to be done every day. Schedule visits with your leaders. Continue to register students and help eradicate rational voter ignorance. Boys and girls, I'm here to remind you, it's time to roll up our sleeve and we bring our lunch bills, because we got work to do. One last thing, I want everyone here, take a look around. Take a look around and tell me what you see. I see people coming together. We are not allowing our differences to divide us. We are students, united. We'll never be divided. 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 Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
And so when we talk about the affordability, the accessibility, and our quality of education, we all today, we're going to lobby our legislators and we're going to tell them we want that affordability, we want that accessibility for our schools, and we want that quality education. Right. So, to introduce myself, my name is Devin Murphy. I'm a second year at UCLA. Hello, Bruin. I want to talk to y'all all about diversity in our education system. From San Francisco, California, Bay Area represented. Yes. And I'm from the Bay Area. I was raised by a single mother, and as an African American male, I say there is not enough of me on the higher education campus. So today, what I'm telling, we are not asking for no more cuts. We're telling them, right? We're demanding that we are not having cuts. That is what we're saying today. Today too. Why is it that we are continually seeing the ones who we need most? We have students who are in need of affordability, right? And so why are we cutting from Cal Grants that provide those services to students? Why are we cutting from Cal Grants that allows my friends to be able to go to UCLA, to be able UC. It's not about going to CSU because it's not about going to community college because we're Students United today, right? You know, Proposition 30, as students last November, we did that, right? That was a victory for students. But we still have students today in the UC system that are paying $13,000 in tuition. Shame, right? And so I'm done with the excuses. I'm done with the excuses from Sacramento. It's time for us as students to start finding solutions that we can figure out long term, right? The funding to provide all our systems with a long-term affordability plan. So I want to talk to you today about Proposition 13 reform. Students, we tell these corporations every year, pay your fair share. Pay your fair share. And so why is it that today I continue to see that corporations are not paying their fair share? Is that an issue to y'all? And so we have two bills in the California State Legislature today, AB 188 and SCA 3, right? And those two bills are reforming Proposition 13 in ways that we as students know are going to provide long-term solutions for the funding of our system. Am I right? And so today, when you talk to your legislators, we're going to be talking about Proposition 13 reform. We're going to be talking about funding the K-12 education system. We're going to be talking about funding our higher education system. We have to find long-term solutions. We have to. We're done with this season. Students today, I want y'all to get excited with me about reclaiming our system, reclaiming higher education. So I want y'all, if y'all aren't fired up, I need y'all to get fired up with me, right? If y'all aren't fired up, you have to. Alright, and last but not least, I want to remind you all that the student movement does not stop at Cal Grants. The student movement does not stop at Prop 13 reform. Social justice issues are student issues. And we're not fighting against health and human services, right? We're fighting together. We're done with people pitting each other against each other. We're fighting today as a unified front. We're fighting to ensure that the services that we need in California are provided to us because we need them and we give to our system, right? And so we're talking about funding, and they need to stop cutting. No cutbacks, right? Alright, so I want y'all to do this shit. I'm fired up, can't take it no more. 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 Thank you all, thank you all so much.
We are the architects, the designers, the engineers of what public change now. When we march, we must know in what direction and in which spirit we want to march. Let us march with the spirit of the Third World Liberation Front, which was a joint effort of the Black Student Union, the Latin American Students Organization, the Asian American Political Alliance, the Filipino American Collegiate Endeavor, and the Native American Students Union. And they at San Francisco University in 1968 demanded ethnic studies and won. Let us march with the spirit of the brave students at Santa Monica College, who last year, with their actions, stopped a 2-tier fee hike. Let us march with the spirit of UC students, who in the fall of 2011 stopped an 81% fee hike. Let us march with the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who has stated, we who engage in nonviolent direct action are not the creators of tension. We merely bring to the surface the hidden tension that is already alive. Let us march with students, teachers, and workers in Mexico, Chile, Canada, Spain, New York, and San Francisco to protect affordable public education for our future generations to come. Let our footsteps today in California be heard all the way to Washington, D.C. I invite all of you on March 14th to walk out and join us at the steps of City Hall in San Francisco. Walk out. In closing, instead of rebuilding, let us commit to reclaim this system. Let's reclaim it for our families, for our friends, for the workers and the community. We have the power to change our world. We as students have to take action. Si se puede. Thank you.
I have the greatest of honor to introduce a good friend of mine that really mentored me, inspires me. She's a person that represents all students, no matter the color of their skin, wherever they were born, their nationality, race, their gender, or the people they love. I'd like to present to you Ian, our CSU trustee, Ian Quinnell.
What a beautiful turnout I see today. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me. My name is Ian Riddell. I'm a 5th-year Chico State student. If you haven't, come up and visit, please. It's a beautiful place. How we doing, California? I would like to say that since 2007, our 3 systems of higher education have been cut billions of dollars. That is absolutely astounding to me. We are done footing the bill of California's debt. We are done. We are fed up. The representatives in this building accessed a quality, affordable education. It is our turn. We are the future of California. Last year, we were marching to end cuts. This year, we're in a better position because you all fought to pass Proposition 30. Thank you for this. Today, we are here to demand that our representatives make higher education a priority again in California. Not only is higher education the catalyst for a better life, but higher education shapes the future for California in general. We are the future of California and California's economy. They need to realize this and reinvest in our future. Without an educated population, California will as we have in the past. Our presence today calls for our representatives to take us seriously. We are the voters of tomorrow and for decades to come. We will vote them out. Our collective voice will be heard. We need our government to reinvest in the university system, to maintain funding for Cal Grant, to drop this ridiculous and elitist unit cap. We demand more professors, more course offerings, more course sections, and an affordable, quality, accessible education for all Californians. In Chico, we say that today decides tomorrow, and this goes for all of us. Today, we will make a difference. Today is our day.
Which wants to bring new revenue into California, specifically for higher education.
Good morning and welcome to the Capitol. I am a proud graduate of Sacramento State University. I am also a proud graduate of Chabot Community College in Cambridge. I am honored to stand here with you today on the right side of history, all of us advocating for a renewed state commitment to our colleges and our universities, but more important, a renewed commitment to you, our future, the future of the state of California. I want to commend Governor Brown for his leadership in fighting for Proposition 30. His leadership has secured millions of dollars for higher education for the next few years. As all of you know, we've had years of cuts to our education system, and the decisions that we have had to make, the budget cuts we have had to make, have compounded our problems, and the burden has fallen on your shoulders. We have a problem in California, but we have nearly a 10% unemployment rate. Community colleges have dropped by 500,000 students. We have a problem in California when the cost of higher education has doubled. We have a problem in California when our colleges and universities receive 13% less in state funding than they did in 1980. We must make higher education accessible to every Californian. You all here are the future of the state of California. After an election in which a strong majority of the voters in California raised their own taxes to fund education and other critical services, now is the time for the state of California to identify additional revenues to fund the future. SB 241 this year. This is a bill that will, for the first time, tax the oil companies in the state of California. Companies that year after year have record profits and take our oil from our soil in the state. This will finally tax them for doing that. We are the only oil-producing state in the United States that does not tax oil separately. This bill will produce $2 million or more per year to fund higher education. Your future. Like Chevron says in its commercials, it's time for Chevron to agree with you.
was the only place for me to get education and to further my educational goals. Without community college, without the education I received, I would not be the person I am today. We're standing here to speak to you. I became a student leader because I want to prove that no matter your race, background, no matter your disability, no matter anything else, if you put your mind to it, if you are passionate for education, you can become whoever you choose to be. I'm going to advocate for the right for every student to get the same opportunity I did, so that every Californian can get an education to further the goals, to be a successful citizen in our great state, and to give back to the state of California. So I come here today to ask you all and welcome you all to come to California to advocate for education. And I ask that we stand together, we advocate together, so we can keep our houses open to every student, so every student has the opportunity to stand here with you all to advocate for the future of California. Thank you.
You build it, they will come. Thanks to the organizers today for inviting me to this event, I am here. Thanks to our state, we built this capital, legislators are here. But the legislators came to build California's future, but instead they're building prisons. In the past 30 years, California has built 22 new prisons and 1 new UC. To win when we look at the dreamers. Let's not pop up our future, let's educate! So, the path is long. We know, January 2013, we're here. Dreamers, we get DREAM Act, we get funding for UC, but the fight still continues. That's what they also show us. We need to fight to make sure there's access. There's no fees for these deferred action programs. That when kids want to get work permits, that they apply to work study. We can't stop. We have to keep on fighting. And so, when you guys go in there and you lobby, because you gotta lobby hard, 22 to 1. We know the score. Right? So what do we want? What don't we want? Incarceration? So you guys got it. Educate, not incarcerate, go in there, get it done!
All right, everyone, next to the stage, I'm going to bring to you a higher education advocate. He's a California Community College EOP&S Association president, a former student at Allen Hancock College. Give a big round of applause to Mr. Will Bruce. Hey, can you hear me? come from a program called EOPS. Is EOPS? Now I'm the EOPS Association President and Director of EOPS at Allen Hancock College. I have 2 sons at the community college. One just got accepted to San Jose State. One is here today with you, marching with you. He's going to keep the doors open for you, because I won't let him forget where we came from. He was a welfare baby, and now he's honored to be here with you today. His name's Kevin. He's here. I pay my taxes. I gladly pay my taxes. I gladly pay for his tuition. I will never forget where I came from and the help that I received to succeed. Hey, we need a fully funded education. Roll back, restore. Fully funded education. Right? Roll back, restore. Keep the doors open. Roll back, restore. Keep the doors open. Roll back, restore. Keep the doors open. Hey, as I stand here today, I'm reminded last year we were faced with this challenge of this tax initiative. We needed to stop the bleeding to restore some funding for education. We stand here today because we passed it. You passed it. It was the students that passed it. Right? We know that. We know that. I know that. They know that. Prop 30 is because of you. Collectively, you all have the power. You need to know that. Now I stand before you here again. I want a repeat performance. We need to do it once again. Go back to your campuses and your communities and tell your people your story. That story is diversity. Each one of us come from different backgrounds, and a path that we need to take to succeed is different for all of us, right? There's a new challenge facing us today. This attitude that every student should be able to move through the system in the same pace doesn't take into consideration that every student is different. We have programs that help these students. These programs need to be fully funded. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. Roll back, restore. We must help those that are less fortunate, first generation disabled, disadvantaged students. We must remember our sense of compassion as we move forward. I'm asking you to let the people of California know that dreams don't have an expiration date. That hard work and determination should be rewarded by open doors to walk through, not dead-end signs. Each one of you has something unique and special to offer, and instead of silencing your voices, we should be celebrating your strength and perseverance. If you won't quit, then we shouldn't give up on you. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. We all have a destiny and a future to fulfill. Through education, we can realize these dreams. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. Roll back, restore. Hey, some people save the world one person at a time. Collectively, you have the power to save millions. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. You have to let the people know that you have to keep the doors open, because I know you'll walk through it one day, and when you do, you won't be alone. You too will be bringing your families, your friends, and your communities. You'll bring the hopes and dreams of many people like you. You'll bring change. You will bring the future. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. Roll back, restore, keep the doors open. Thank you very much. And don't forget, DreamAct students, they need the help too. AB 130, 131 is passed. Now let's help them implement it. Students, how are you guys enjoying yourselves? All right, the next person we're about to bring to the stage, Executive Director for the Faculty Association of California Community Colleges, and an individual who was instrumental in helping the first March in March. I want to give you Mr. Jonathan Lightman.
How are we doing today? All right, now you honestly think they hurt you? How are we doing today? That's better. You know, last November, we here delivered a message. And now I hear you. can't hear me. There we go. Last November, the voters delivered a clear message, and that's us. Enough with the cuts. It's time to invest. 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 Now, it's time to give a shout out to everyone in this building and to everyone here who worked tirelessly to pass Proposition 30. We know there is no time to celebrate, just time to advocate. Not when 500,000 students have been eliminated from community colleges. Not when our critical supports like EOPS and DSPS have been cut to the bone. Not when our part-time faculty have lost their teaching assignments and you can't get a class. We can't go home and pretend like we've accomplished anything. Will we stay in touch? Will we use Facebook, Twitter, telephone, email, text, and call every single day until the final votes are cast? Okay, here's the easy one. Will we advocate? Here's the problem, folks. With a little money comes new allegations. The students are somehow not moving through the process quickly enough. That higher education still costs too much. That education is a private right and not a public good. And we have got to answer our detractors, and we have got to affirm the reason why we are here. So I'm going to say a sentence, and each sentence that I say, I want you to repeat right after me. I am not a challenge, I am an opportunity. I am not a cost, I am an investment. I am not a widget, I am a student. I am not a special interest, I am the future.
Come out. We're out here. The people. Where you been? I want to talk to y'all about really what's been up in the state of California. 4 years ago, I was a first year sitting on the floor of my classes trying even just to get by. Fast forward 4 years, and I'm graduating this year with $80,000 of debt in my name.
It
was of y'all, decades of organizing, of us being targeted as student leaders, of us watching people prioritize locking up black and brown bodies over educating black and brown bodies. What we have here in California, people of California, understand this. It's not about the funding, it's about a crisis of priorities in this state. It's about what we want and who is lobbying. Because we are only the future. Because you don't have a future without us. I want you to understand that this is a particular moment in history. I want you all to understand that people all around the world are questioning these systems of power and asking ourselves, give us our money! Yeah! The idea that knowledge is not only a commodity, but knowledge is for the betterment of our communities. It's the way we grow, yeah? So I'm here to ask all of you, not just to go up there and lobby, but to ask ourselves, if not us, then who? If not now, then when? Education will be defined not by the people in this huge white building behind me, but by the people in the streets. All of you, right here. This is about priorities. This is about me in June graduating with debt at Shackles. This is about the dreamers who've been fighting for years to make sure people in this state understand the This is about those folks who are working not just one job, but two jobs. And we're out here organizing when we should be studying, you know? So say it with me. Here's the reality. According to the master plan, we shouldn't even be out here. According to the master plan, our education is supposed to be free. So we are out here not only demanding that we invest, we are demanding free and emancipatory education for our future. We are demanding us as the people to decide the fate of our futures. So I'm asking all of you, whose education? Whose education? Whose education? You don't forget it. Thank you.
Hey everyone, on behalf of the SSCCC, CSSA, and UCSA, I sincerely want to thank each and every single one of you for making this journey up here to Sacramento. Many of you came last night, many of you came this morning. You could be doing other things right now, but you are here because we all have the same vision and all have the same goal, and that is rebuilding our higher education system.
Once again, I want to thank you all, and please remember that this is not stop. Our fight does not stop here. We will be back as many times as we need to come back in order to defend our education and our right to our education. Now, I would like to introduce new leaders from the Unica, Olamide, Andrea, and Lana.
go find our crew. There they are now. There they are. Where's the rest of the Oxnard kids?
Some other ones over here.